Russia's war on Ukraine raging into day 22, with many women, children fleeing, heading west, trying to get out of the country. Some men, most of them, are fighting back, trying to protect their country. And many of them have to. Joining us is one of those men and who is also training those that are staying to fight. Ukrainian pastor Oleg Magdych joining us again on the program. Pastor, always great to check in with you now, and it's good to see you. Bring us up to speed. Day 22, week 4 of this horror there in Ukraine. Where are you? What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
I can't tell you where I am at the moment, but I see civilians being killed every day. And today I woke up at 4:37 a.m. because the ground was shaking and the Russian rocket landed not far from where we are, and it hit the high-rise on the outskirts of Kiev, and one person died and several were injured. That's what I'm hearing and seeing every day. Russia is attacking civilians. They do it on purpose. They know that there are no troops in those high rises, in those buildings that they are attacking, and it's horrible. It makes my heart cry when I see kids being killed. In 22 days, we lost more than 100 children.
Yeah, President Zelensky confirmed that as well. More than 100 children so far under the casualties of war here. I'm curious to know personally for you, and obviously you don't have to give us a locator of where you are, but have you yourself or anyone that you've trained come in combat with Russian troops, or are you sheltering in place right now?
At the moment, we're expecting our general commander to send us to a location. We have no idea where we would go, but we've been told to get ready, and we've been getting ready for the last 2 days, packing and just getting ready.
So that fight can come to your doorstep at any time. I guess my next question would be, do you have enough armor? Do you have enough ammunition to fight? Do you feel confident with what you're given so far?
We have enough to fight, I would say it this way. Maybe we don't have enough to be more effective, but we do have enough to resist.
Some things have changed since we last spoke in here. The United States stepped up to send this $800 million aid package your way. They're going to send rifles. They're going to send shotguns, pistols, Javelin missiles, Stinger missiles, and then these new drones that reportedly you can carry on your backpack. And they should be simple to fly, as was explained, where you can fly these drones, what they're being called kamikaze drones or switchblade drones, into a whole force or a whole unit or into a tank, and it explodes on impact. Does that bring you any sense of new hope that was not available to Ukrainians before? It should be here soon.
Yes, of course. When I heard that news, when I read the list of the stuff that U.S. government is going to send to Ukraine by the end of this week, hopefully, it makes me glad. If I can use that word, the more weapons like that, the more Stingers we're going to get, the more planes we're going to take down, and the less civilians are going to suffer.
Let me ask you about morale. Obviously, you're there to fight. You and I have talked about this, and you're there to train as well. What is morale like? We get different reports that the Ukrainians really are pushing back against these Russian forces and not allowing Russia to invade as maybe they thought they would do so quickly. Is morale high? Is confidence high? Describe that to us.
Morale is high. The spirit is high. Confidence is high. I am I think I told you before that I'm tired of trying to withhold my guys that are wanting to go into the battle right away, because every day we see casualties. Every day we hear the news about Russia hitting another village and destroying another city. It makes us want to fight and protect, and morale is high.
Let me ask you finally, and then I'll let you go, Pastor, as you are a pastor, a man of faith. Has that played a part in your training of these men? Has that played a part of you continuing your day-to-day? You just told us that this could happen. You were warned that an interaction, a conflict could happen within your grasp any day now. How strong is your faith playing a role in this?
My faith allows me not to be afraid to die. And that's what I'm teaching my guys. And many of them are coming to that point in their lives when they can truly say that they're not afraid to die.
Pastor Oleg Magdych joining us live here on the program again for the second time here, as we've spoken before. We hope to talk to you soon again, Pastor, and thank you for delivering that message of hope and strength.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.